Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most artistic and flavorful parts of barbecue, smoking with wood. We're going beyond the basics of just picking a single wood type. We're talking about the art of blending woods to create your own signature smoke profile. It's like being a flavor chemist, and trust me, it's easier than it sounds and a total game changer for your cooks. So why mix woods at all? Well, think of it like cooking. You wouldn't just use salt, right? You use a blend of spices to create complexity and depth. It's the same with smoke. Each wood has its own unique character. Some are bold and strong, others are light and sweet. By mixing them, you can balance those characteristics to perfectly complement the food you're cooking. You can tame a super strong wood that might overpower your food, or you can boost a milder wood to give it a bit more punch. This technique unlocks a whole new level of control over your final flavor. Let's break down the woods into a few simple categories. First, we have our heavy hitters, the strong woods. Think mesquite and hickory. Mesquite is the king of strong, earthy flavor. It's intense, and a little goes a long way. It's fantastic for beef, especially brisket, but use it with caution on poultry or pork, as it can easily become too much. Hickory is probably the most iconic smoke flavor. It's strong, bacony, and slightly sweet. It's a classic for pork, especially ribs and bacon, but also works beautifully with beef. These woods provide that robust, traditional barbecue taste. Next up, we have our medium-intensity woods. This is where you'll find woods like oak, pecan, and maple. Oak is the versatile workhorse of the smoking world. It's got a medium smoke flavor that's not overpowering, making it a great base for almost any blend. It provides a nice, even color and a classic smoky taste that pairs well with just about everything, from beef and lamb to pork and fish. Pecan is related to hickory but is much milder, sweeter, and nuttier. It's a fantastic all-around wood, especially for poultry and pork. It can add a rich, sweet layer to your flavor profile. And then there's maple, which gives a mild, sweet, and slightly smoky flavor. It's excellent for pork, poultry, and especially for smoking hams and bacon, adding a wonderful golden color. Finally, we have our mild and fruity woods. This category includes apple, cherry, and alder. Applewood is very mild with a subtle, sweet, and fruity flavor. It's probably the most popular fruitwood, and for good reason. It's absolutely perfect for pork and poultry, and it gives the meat a beautiful dark brown finish. Cherry is similar to apple, but slightly sweeter and more pronounced. It gives a gorgeous reddish, mahogany color to the meat, making it a favorite for chicken and ribs. It pairs wonderfully with hickory for a classic sweet and savory combo. Alder is the lightest of the bunch, with a very delicate, sweet flavor. It adds the traditional wood for smoking salmon and other fish because it doesn't overpower their delicate taste. Now for the fun part, creating your own blends. The fundamental rule is to balance strong with mild. This is the key to creating a complex, layered flavor without making your food taste like an ashtray. A great starting point is to use a medium wood like oak as your base. Oak provides a solid foundation of smoke flavor that you can then build upon. Let's say you're smoking a brisket and you want that classic Texas flavor, but you're worried mesquite might be too aggressive. Try a blend of 70% oak and 30% mesquite. The oak will mellow out the mesquite's intensity while still letting that bold, earthy flavor shine through. You get the best of both worlds. Let's talk about another classic combination for pork, especially ribs or a pork butt. Start with a base of a fruitwood, like apple. Apple provides a wonderful sweetness that is a natural partner for pork. By itself, it can sometimes be a little too subtle, so let's bring in a stronger partner. A fantastic blend is 60% apple and 40% hickory. The hickory adds that classic, bacony smoke punch, while the apple would round it out with sweetness and complexity. It's a match made in heaven. The sweetness from the apple cuts through the richness of the pork, and the hickory provides that deep, smoky background note. What about chicken? Poultry has a more delicate flavor, so you want to be careful not to overwhelm it. This is where Fruitwoods really get to be the star of the show. A personal favorite blend of mine for chicken is a 50-50 mix of cherry and pecan. The cherry wood gives the chicken an amazing, beautiful mahogany color and a light, sweet fruitiness. The pecan adds a nutty richness that complements the cherry perfectly. It's a sophisticated blend that's not too smoky, letting the flavor of the chicken still come through. You get a beautiful appearance and a flavor that is incredibly delicious and well-rounded. Don't be afraid to experiment with Three Woods either. For a really complex flavor on a pork shoulder, you could try a blend of 50% oak, 30% cherry, and 20% hickory. Here, the oak is your steady base. The cherry adds that touch of sweetness and that beautiful red color to the bark. And the hickory comes in with that little kick of savory, bacony flavor. It's a trifecta of taste that creates a really memorable piece of barbecue. The key is to think about what each wood brings to the party. When you're first starting to blend woods, I recommend keeping a journal. It might sound a bit nerdy, but it's incredibly helpful. Every time you cook, write down the type of meat, the wood blend you used with the percentages, and a few notes on how it turned out. Was it too smoky? Not smoky enough? Was the flavor what you expected? This logbook will become your personal guide to flavor. Over time, you lines start to see patterns and you lines develop your own go-to blends for different types of food. You'll learn that maybe for your taste, mesquite is always best at 20% or less, or that an apple and cherry mix is your secret weapon for chicken. A few final tips. Always use seasoned, dry wood for a clean burn. Green or wet wood produces a thick, white, acrid smoke that will make your food taste bitter. You're looking for that thin, almost invisible, beautiful blue smoke. Also, consider the form of the wood chunks, chips, or splits. Chunks burn slower and are great for long cooks in a charcoal smoker. Chips burn fast and are better for shorter cooks or for adding a quick burst of smoke in a gas or electric smoker. Splits are for the big offset smokers. Make sure the wood you use is right for your equipment. So the next time you fire up your smoker, don't just grab one type of wood. Think about the flavor profile you want to create. Start with a base, add a complementary wood, and don't be afraid to experiment. The world of smoking woods is vast and delicious. By learning to blend them, you're taking your barbecue from just good to truly great. That's all for today, everyone. I hope this inspires you to get out there and start mixing your own smoke flavors. If you have a favorite wood blend, I'd love to hear about it. Drop it in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more barbecue tips and tricks. Thanks for watching and happy smoking!